A sight to behold, Bigfoot in the maple tree, Chesterland, Ohio. A small town with a big heart and a big appetite for the unusual. On a sunny summer morning, folks were reeling in their jaws after hearing the news. Word spread like wildfire. There was a Bigfoot in Bessie Benner Metzenbaum Park. This fella was perched up a massive maple tree, like it was just another Tuesday. Eyewitnesses swore it was 8 feet tall, covered in hair, and just minding its own business. Some folks said it looked confused, others said it looked hungry. Whatever the case, this wasn't your average bear sighting. This was Bigfoot in all its glory. The news hit the Chesterland diner harder than a side of biscuits and gravy. Cray Star, the owner, nearly spilled his Java all over the counter. Now Cray's a man who's seen it all, spilled coffee, burnt toast, you name it. But a Bigfoot? That was a new one for him. He immediately declared it the day's special Bigfoot sighting with a side of skepticism. Doe Smith, a regular and Chesterland's resident conspiracy theorist, was practically giddy. "I told you," he exclaimed, slamming his hand on the counter. "They said I was crazy, but I knew it. Bigfoot's real, and he's come to Chesterland." The diner erupted in a cacophony of opinions, and life in Chesterland was about to get a whole lot more interesting. Word of the Bigfoot sighting reached the Chesterland Police Department faster than a speeding donut. Chief Bill Myers, a man who preferred dealing with parking tickets, found himself in the most bizarre situation of his career. "A Bigfoot, you say?" he asked the dispatcher, his eyebrows nearly disappearing into his hairline. Patrolman Richard West, eager to prove himself, was the first on the scene. He cautiously approached the massive maple tree, his hand hovering near his holster. "Hello?" he called out, his voice a little shaky. "This is the Chesterland Police. We're here to help." The only response was the rustling of leaves in the summer breeze. Chief Myers arrived shortly after, bringing with him a megaphone and a healthy dose of skepticism. "Look, if you're up there," he boomed into the megaphone, "I suggest you come down this instant. We've got donuts." Section 4, Academic Avenue, the search for a Bigfoot linguist. With the police at a loss, the mayor decided to call in the Big Guns Academia, specifically the local community college, renowned for its existence mostly. The dean assured the mayor they had the situation well in hand. "We'll assemble our finest minds," he proclaimed, adjusting his spectacles. "We'll find a way to communicate with this creature." The problem? No one at the community college spoke Bigfoot. The closest they had was a professor who taught ancient Sumerian, and even he wasn't sure if Uruk meant hello or nice to eat you in Bigfoot. Despite their best efforts, the academic avenue proved to be a dead end. The Chesterland community was left to wonder, what do you do with a Bigfoot who won't budge? Section 5. Lights, Camera, Bigfoot. Media frenzy and fire department antics. News of the Chesterland Bigfoot spread faster than a bad rumor in a small town. Soon, the park was swarming with news vans, reporters, and curious onlookers, all eager for a glimpse of the elusive creature. The media frenzy was unlike anything Chesterland had ever seen. The Chesterland Fire Department, not wanting to be left out, rolled up with their biggest ladder truck. Chief Myers, fearing for the Bigfoot's safety, tried to wave them off. "What do you think you're doing?" he yelled over the din. "We're gonna get him down!" shouted the fire captain. The crowd gasped as the fire truck's ladder extended towards the Bigfoot. Just as the net was about to descend, the Bigfoot yawned. Then it closed its eyes and promptly went to sleep. The crowd, the media, even the fire department watched in stunned silence. Section 6. Farewell, furry friend, a burial at sea, and lingering questions. With the Bigfoot fast asleep, the authorities had a decision to make. They couldn't leave it in the tree, but they also couldn't risk tranquilizing it in front of a live audience. Finally, after much deliberation, they decided to do what any self-respecting town would do in this situation. They called the Coast Guard. Under the cover of darkness, the Bigfoot was carefully lowered from the tree, loaded onto a flatbed truck, and transported to the coast. With a solemn ceremony, the Bigfoot was given a burial at sea. Life in Chesterland eventually returned to normal. The news vans disappeared, the crowds dispersed, and the Bigfoot became a local legend. But every now and then, someone would swear they saw something large and hairy lurking in the woods. And Chief Myers always made sure to have a spare donut or two in his patrol car, just in case.